What is up, everybody? Welcome to yet another stream. Whoever's already here, I mean, who's insane enough like me to wake up early in the morning? Of course, all of you guys, thank you so much for being here. I mean, I didn't think it'd be like this, but like, wow, it looks very pretty. The sun's just barely rising over the mountains. And actually, when I first spawned in like 15 minutes ago, it was like almost pitch black still. Anyway, Alaska, taking her up to Seattle. And this is a bit of like a try trip, because I did one trip off stream. We did the one from Seattle to Palm Springs, then I flew this one off stream from Palm Springs here. I think I forgot what day it was. Sometime earlier this week, and then we're flying it back to Seattle. That plane, the Alaska, is still in Palm Springs. I gotta figure out where to put that thing. But we're taking this one back home up to Seattle. Hopefully we'll get the runway change in Seattle before we head out. But let's go ahead and hop in and start this aircraft. I already imported all of our stuff. It's we're scheduled for what's it called, 8 something. Hold on, this is like an hour back, so it's actually 7:45 that we're scheduled to. Sim sounds are gonna come up. We're gonna do battery, pop on the external power and the emergency lights as well. We're gonna go nav for the GPS to align. The IRS, my bad. I want to make sure the sounds are fine. All right, there we go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pop down here, get our position in here. We're at Salt Lake City. Honestly, I've been flying in here quite a lot, surprisingly. I don't know why. Actually, let's get that APU started because I do not want to delay any longer. We're gonna flick this one on, actually not this one. Oh, that's passenger sounds. We don't have any passengers yet. Speaking of that, let's get them boarded up. Let's get we'll request boarding first. We'll do boarding because the bags are gonna finish way before the passengers are done. And once the bags are done, we can get the fueling on, so by the time the passengers end the boarding process, we'll be all ready to go, hopefully. We are an absolutely full flight today, 160 people to the max. We're completely we're staffed like beyond. Well, we're gonna attach the television so we can push out of here as fast as we can. Salt Lake City, we're gonna take our left GPS position and paste that in here. Over to route, Salt Lake City. It's a fairly short route, not a lot of waypoints. There go our instruments. Seattle, we are Alaska 6:31 today, this morning. We're gonna use runway 16 right for departure. That's the one just off to our left, so we're gonna taxi out that way. In that direction, that runway over there will be our departure runway, so a pretty short taxi. For cars, so let's get those set up before we forget. So we're gonna take, there we go. We're gonna take the airport info. We do not need the parking gates for now because we're just right here, and we're just gonna taxi out. We're gonna go. I keep forgetting if it's Alpha or Bravo. I think Alpha's for outbound, Bravo's for inbound. It's the other way around. Shoot, I don't remember. I gotta look it up. Either way, we're gonna take this runway right here, 1,200 feet, 12 right. For our SID, we have the Seagull 1 departure. Is this one right here? It's gonna look like this. Okay, I keep forgetting how everyone gets vectored out of Salt Lake City. That's actually completely fine, and no one's gonna kill us for that. We're not gonna be murdered because we're doing a departure wrong. Although if somebody does the departure wrong out of O'Hare, like if O'Hare is uncontrolled and somebody does the departure wrong, I will go and find them. I gotta teach them a lesson, but friendly attitude. All right, what am I looking for? Okay, I'm looking for Flight Red 24, trying to see how they do it. Any departures going northbound? There's one. Okay, so what it looks like, there's a Delta. Actually, there's a Delta that's going to Salt Lake City right now, 9966. What they have him doing, let me show you guys really quickly. What they have him doing is he just took off like this and went, I don't know what heading this was, because he's going, now it's just direct to whatever Corver. So what we're going to do, actually, I can go ahead and replay Delta 9966. This one right here. We can press playback, and then skip back over here and see what heading he was flying. This is track 294. Okay, so we'll track 294 up until we hit the lake, and that should be done from there. So we'll track 294 from departure. Runway heading is what? I cannot see the runway. Okay, it's not even gonna tell us. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and look over here. Oh no, hold on. Okay, arrival. Let's figure this out before we do anything else. So arrival, we're looking for the arrival, the taxiways, the parking gates and ramp. Yes. Then the star, we have the Chins 5, however you pronounce that. I'm not from Seattle. I don't know why. Anyone would ever be. I'm kidding. And for arrival, we're looking at 3-4 center. Hopefully that'll change, because I do want to approach over the city. 3-4 center coming in from the, so 3-4 center landing north. Okay, this is center runway. 604, 117. That's 344. Okay. There should be all of them. So we'll go back in here. Runway heading is what? Runway heading is, actually, hold on. We can go ahead and just set our course to whatever heading we're going to intercept off of departure, 294. I think I can do this. I haven't done the ladder, but I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to do this. If not, somebody say something, because who's going to stop me, man? I mean, I'm flying Alaska all this time. No one's stopping me. If you want to stop me, go ahead. You can try it. Weather in Salt Lake City, what are we looking at? We're looking at 30.10. 30.10. There is an aircraft behind us. He actually just pushed back. Delta 543. It's a 777 Delta heading down to Hartsfield, Jackson, Atlanta. I don't know why the livery's not showing up. Did Simbrief give me a warning? No. I was struggling to mute my mic there, just so I wouldn't blow your guys' ears out, your precious little ears. Alright. We have a squawk code from Auto ATC 4130. 4130. Here we go. I'm going to reset the transponder. Here we go. And what is CTAP at Salt Lake City? Salt Lake City CTAP is 119.05. So I just learned what CTAP is. Apparently, VATSIM is using this new frequency called CTAP. It's like a central. So everybody thinks that that Unicom is the frequency that everybody is universally using, but Unicom is actually only used in the air. When you're on the ground, it should be so Unicom is basically like a CTAP frequency if you're like landing or departing or on the ground at that airport. It's basically Unicom for that specific airport. Is he taxiing out behind us, or is he still standing? He's still standing there. Okay. So the guy behind me, he's on 119.8. Do not know where they got that. So I looked it up. You can get the CTAP on skyvector.com. You can zoom in on any airport, and where it might not say information like right next to it. You got to look like somewhere off to the side. It's gonna say CT and then the frequency. So 119.05 is the one we're looking at right now. Is the CTAP. Does that make sense? Hopefully that does. Let me go ahead, move this over. Okay, and I think boarding is almost done, right? So we're going to turn on flight director 1, flight director 2. APU can come on, actually. Pop on the packs, the APU bleed, window heat. I should have done that a while ago. The voice, How far in are the bags? Oh, here we go. We're almost done. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna actually pop these on right here. These bad boys. The fuel pumps. Oh, they're amazing. Alright. We gotta go over to flight planning because I have not done that yet. Back out of here. Fuel is pretty low, so it's not too bad. We're looking at 1-6 right. The Seagull 1. And what's the transition? We have the Tango Whiskey Foxtrot transition. Activate that. Over to route. From here is direct to Papa Delta Tango. Papa Delta Tango, another VOR. And it's northwest. Here we go. The top one. Top one's always the one that's close to the top's always the closest to the aircraft's current position. And then from here, this is actually our transition for landing. So ILS 34 center. We're looking at the Chins 5, PDT transition. And do we need something here? If I look at the I need Simbrick for this one. If I look at the charts, okay, I gotta look at the charts. So pinned. So here's how we're coming in. We're coming in via the Pendleton VOR over to Hump, and then Auburn. Yeah, Auburn. That's how it's pronounced. Then Auburn. Does it give us a good transition from there? No, only Sidug or Sonder. So if we could look over here before center, Sidug or Sonder. Okay, we're not gonna take any because both of these are only applicable if you are arriving from the from the west, and we're not doing that. The route is all done. We're gonna skip through here. Boarding is complete, so we're gonna request fueling really quickly, just so that is over with. We're gonna leave those seatbelts off. We're gonna leave the seatbelts off because whenever the fuel is being loaded on, the seatbelts are always off. What's our cruise really quickly? 360. Okay. Flight level 360. Here we go. Look at our route. Let's skip through here just to make sure we got it all right. Zoom out a little bit so we can see. Nope. Data. Turn that on both sides. We'll skip through. So we're heading 294 and direct to Corver, Beagle. From here, and here's our star already. And we'll intercept that. That's actually a pretty late intercept. We'll see what we're doing. Because they're giving us Auburn at... I don't even know what they're giving us Auburn at. Well, I guess we'll have to... Maybe we'll vector ourselves off a little earlier. It depends. We'll see what we're... I don't know. It's still like 2 hours away. We'll figure it out eventually. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we are going to go over here to Internet Ref. Level 360 for takeoff. For cruise. Back over here. Cruise wind 245 at 41. 245. Or no. But I thought it was crazy. 254 at 41. The cost index is 13. The reserves are at finals plus reserves as 5.9. We round up. 5.9. We are refueling. He is out of here wherever. There he is over there. Disappeared. Sneaky little guy. Whoa. No thank you. What is our zero fuel weight? Because that's also important. The log. No, it's this one right here. Zero fuel weight 131.6 and 138.3. We have a 131.6. I'll take that. We're going over to the N1 limit. And we'll go ahead and do our performance calculations. Over to performance for runway 16 right for departure from aircraft 3010. We're looking at center of gravity of 25.3, trim of 4.75, and cell temperature of 45. 45, the takeoff due rate, and we'll take climb 1 out of here. Takeoff, we're using flaps 5 is giving us. 95.4 should be our N1, yes it is. 25.3 is our center of gravity, and 4.74 is our trim. We have 12,000 feet of runway. Over this side, runway wind is 220 at 3. They are not done yet, so they'll be done momentarily. And runway slope is a good old 0. Back over here, 144, 145, 147, 44, 45, 47. They're all within 1 at least, so we can put these in. And then for V2 is 147 plus 2, 162 on here. From there, we should be all ready to go. We can go ahead and pop the beacon light on just so we can let them know we're going to start our engines. Did we ever even use the ground power? We did. Okay. I need to know when we're done fueling. We're all done over here. For the index. No, we're actually all done. We're ready for push. Got a good amount of fuel. We do have some fuel in the center tank, so we'll pop those on when we're ready. And we're actually, yeah, again, we're all ready to go. We're going to disconnect the... No, not yet. Hold on. We're going to actually release the ground power right now. Because that, 100% we do not need. We're going to go back over here. Over the Seagull. And the top altitude is giving us flight level 230. So we'll go up to 150 for now. 150. Where is it? There we go. Alright. Everywhere over here, across the board, we're all ready for departure. We're just gonna... No ground right now. The Delta is taking off momentarily, so as soon as he's off, we'll be off as well. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the the passenger sounds on, because that's a little feature here. Very little feature. Alright, let's make an announcement. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Up from the cockpit, your captain, Nick. Plans this morning. First of all, think of choosing Alaska Airlines Flight 631 service up to Seattle. We got about an hour 43 wheels up, wheels down. From the time we push to the time we pull into the gate, it's gonna be about 2 hours 11. But we are always on time, if not earlier. So it should be a lot less than 2 hours from the time we push. Speaking of pushing, just about a few minutes away from that. Just waiting for the refueling to finish. Should be done in a few minutes, and as soon as that's done, we will be on our way. At this moment, please do pay attention to our flight attendants as they display the safety features of this of this Boeing 737-800 variant today. And aside from that, again, hour 43, wheels up, wheels down, under 2 hours, under 2 hours gate to gate today. Thank you for choosing Alaska, and we'll be on our way shortly. I've seen FS Labs A321 has like a recording feature where you actually talk and it like plays it back in the cabin. Really cool little feature. I want to see this 777 get out of here. We're almost done. We're about 5,000 away. Oh, he already took off. I missed him. Oh, there he is. Fueling's done. So as soon as the truck is out of here, we'll be out of here as well. Beautiful. We're gonna pop all the fuel pumps on. Request push and start. Seatbelt. We're bringing those sounds way up. We'll start up. We're gonna go nose left. Removing those chocks. Beautiful. Parking brakes are released. Yellow. What do you mean stop parking brakes immediately? That will be fine. Start this clock. Turn these on, we'll turn the yaw damper on, and we'll pop the packs off. We are going to start engine number 2 first. And we are going to shut up for that because that is a thing here. Shutting up, starting 2. That is a really good start on engine number 2. Parking brakes are set. We're gonna start 1. Okay, I generally have no idea why this is tweaking. My parking brakes are set. And if I set them again. I did set them. What are you talking? Okay, you know what? I'm done with this, bro. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get the engine bleeds on. Tax come back on. APU bleed comes off and the APU can come off as well. Alright, so for taxi, we're looking at runway 16 right. You know what? I have not looked up how to taxi there, so we're gonna quickly go over to Salt Lake City. Okay, Salt Lake City show on map. Let's get over there. Loop. Go. How do they taxi there? How do they taxi? So how does Delta taxi? I'm just trying to figure out. They took Bravo. Okay, so Bravo is outbound, Alpha is inbound. Got it. I think it's like that everywhere. Alright, so we're just taking Bravo all the way down to Alpha 11. Or should we do Alpha 10? Alright, we're all clear over here. We're gonna go flaps 5. Flaps 5. Alright, we should be all ready. We're gonna go VNav, LNav. Although actually, hold on, we're flying heading select, so we're gonna only enable LNav. Alright, taxi lights. Let's get out of here. Parking brakes. We'll juice them up. Get those sounds up. I love the 737 so much, man. I don't know, it's just so much more fun to fly. And so let's say, oops, I don't know how my push to talk working. There we go. So let's say traffic, Alaska 631, taxiing runway 16 right, we have Bravo, Alpha 11. This is Bravo right here. Yes, it is. Punch it into this turn. You're at 40% on one. You know what? We're still yet to park on this side at some point. I'm not done that yet. About 18 knots here. We could probably go a little faster, but we're trying to be a proper airline. You know, we're not Southwest, not today at least. I'd like to be Southwest, but they're a little controversial right now. Nobody really wants to fly them. They're not special anymore. Oh my gosh, I forgot how freaking long this taxiway is. You know what, screw it, we're going like 30. We're gonna punch it down this taxiway. Up to 30. I keep the center line just to be safe. Wait a minute. No, hold on. Keep it center line either way. So how are you guys this morning? Oh, we didn't get trimmed. 4.75. I thought we were missing something. 4.75. Right there. Like that. We're gonna roll on that runway and immediately take off, so we're not even gonna wait. Almost there. Yeah, we're just gonna go Alpha 10 on this thing. I guess, I don't know. Depends on how it takes it, because I actually have no idea. I've never departed off this runway before. Okay, so it takes you around, so we're just gonna... Oh, that's interesting. I guess we'll just go around, I don't know. Look, this is so pretty. Look at this, it's an open field. It's an absolutely open field. This is downtown Salt Lake over there. Downtown Salt Lake City, off to our right-hand side in the distance. This is all just just absolute valleys and mountains in the distance over there. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been cleared for departure. Flight attendants, please take a seat to take off. We'll round this corner right here. Pop all the lights on that we need. Engines. These lights. DCAS. Go ahead, round this corner. That was intentional. Punch it, come on, here's 40. Salt Lake City traffic, Alaska 631 departing runway 16 right, 16 right, Salt Lake City traffic. Damn, I cannot speak. Up 5, all set. Alright. We're gonna... Where's the turn? We're gonna turn right now. We're gonna line. Gonna pump them up 40. Lights are all on. Start the clock. And toga. Eight knots. 80 knots. Check. Rotate. Whoa. That's aggressive. Positive gears coming up. Oh, wow. How about we hand fly her out of here? How's that? Yeah, let's hand fly her out of here. Gotta stay on that flight director. Oh, wow. Again, keep that flight director. We're going to 2904. That's the other center fuel tank. Doing good on flight director, surprisingly. I didn't know if I could do that good. Again, 2904 is what we're looking at. Level up a little bit here. We'll start coming out of this turn a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Go autopilot. Go flaps up. Oh, would you look at that? What a departure. I've never flown an aircraft by hand for that long. Goodbye, Salt Lake City. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Well, that was kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. That was a lot of fun, hand flying around. Get the terrain bug on. Let me zoom out here a little bit, I don't know why it's so close. And at the lake, we're gonna go direct to Corver. Direct to Corver. The lake city behind us. Goodbye. We're climbing correct? Yes, we are. Actually, quite a rate. That went a lot smoother than I thought it would. That was very, very nice. Coming up on 10,000, we're going to go ahead and clear ourselves up to 360 to our cruise. I did not forget anything. TARA, the seat belts, signs, lights, these can come off, lights can come off. Yeah, that was a pretty good departure. That was one of the best ever. 10,000 feet. Lights are all off already. And off we go. The Great Salt Lake right below us. And off we go to Seattle. There's Salt Lake City Airport one last time. What a beautiful morning departure. And the sun only just rose a little while ago. I love morning departures so bad. What the frick is going on over here? That is a bug in the terrain. Okay. This is actually what's called Antelope Island for whatever reason. I guess there's a lot of like antelope on that island or something. I don't know. Have we ever done flights to Juneau before? We could fly. We could be flying like. We could be doing like Alaska operations, like island hopping, like from Baranof, Juneau, to Kapranov, to Kauai, Atoll, you know, Prince of Wales Island. We could be doing that kind of stuff. That could be pretty fun. And then like one final trip down to like Vancouver or something. That could be pretty fun. Yeah, Vancouver could be fun. I haven't thought of that yet. We're going up to 360, I guess we are. Getting very, very bright as we get higher and higher. Gear off. Auto brake becomes off. And we shall get us some music to go. We're gonna go standard. Here we go. Alright, this is, oh, it's like some sol rings. Is that what that is? That's kind of cool. Loli, what's up, man? Thanks for joining up. You're the first one to chat here. Glad you're here. I was just departed out of Salt Lake City. We're climbing through 20,000. This is, actually, where are we right now? Loki, I have no idea at all. Let's take a look. So we actually hand flew her out. That was actually a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. White the Eisenhower Highway, what? Yo, this highway runs through my hometown. I'm in Chicago. Anyway, hand flew her out on heading 294, and now we're heading up to Seattle on our flight plan. Music, I don't know what's wrong with music. I don't know why that's not working. Hold on, I gotta look it up. Is this the same highway that runs to my home? Because I was in Salt Lake City for a night. I spent the night there one time when I was driving back from California. We like arrived late at night and departed early morning. Is it the same highway? 80? Okay, so 80. Okay, so 80 does run all the way to Chicago, but it goes way south of where I am. It goes through like Makina, and it eventually turns into 294. Everybody in Chicago knows about 294. Going up to O'Hare International, up on 294. It actually turns into. Oh, I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. I just like recognize the name Dwight D. Eisenhower. Memorial Highway. That's what I recognize. Sim sounds are gonna come down. I don't know why the music's not working. Am I doing something wrong? Oh wait, no. Okay, I found it. Okay, I got it working. Here we go. Alright, we're gonna zoom this one out all the way. There we go. And we'll keep this one. Rule of thumb is to zoom out until you can see the next waypoint. That's the rule of thumb. But this one, I don't know. I just zoom out all the way. I actually like the NG screens. I like the old ones. I don't mind the new ones. I just happen to like the old ones better. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird this way. This is all salt right here, I believe. Like all crusted up salt. You know what? I've never actually flown this far up north. Like, arrived into an airport. Oh my gosh, come on. I've never arrived into an airport this far up north. I've departed out of Seattle one time. But I think aside from that, Minneapolis is probably the most north I've ever been. Sim, I'm not talking about real life. I mean, it gets really, really cool the further up north you go. So it's about to get really cool, you guys. The further north we get, it's gonna start getting really, really cool. We're gonna set up a few camera views. A few cinematic ones. This is a really good one. Yeah, like that. And then we can do I like this one. You can also do like a wing shot if somebody wants. We'll keep it like this for now. Keep it like that. There we go. No, we'll keep it like this.
Coming up on cruise, very nice.
That's perfectly safe. Up on a cruise now. Thank you everybody for choosing Alaska. We got about an hour 15 to go to Seattle. About 45 minutes, about 45 to 60 minutes till we get to the top of the descent. Thank you for choosing Alaska and enjoy a cruise. Seatbelts on. We'll stay off. I'll turn it back on if I feel needed so in case of turbulence. In any case, please stay in your seat with your seatbelts fastened at all times, just in case of unexpected turbulence, because that does happen, and believe me, I've had some bad experiences myself with it. Thank you. Enjoy your flight. Just double checking, making sure where we are. I think the mountain slowly but surely coming into view. What I want to know is where is our top of the descent? Okay, so after Brook, before Sun, right? Is that what it is? Is it on Brook? Oh, it's right before Brook. Brook? I don't know. Right before Brook. Got it. And from there, we'll go down to 12,000. For the heading, keep that synced up. I know 3-4 for the heading for the runway. Going to 12,000, just to be safe. If I happen to miss it, I don't know if I'm going to be out or something. We're gonna fly directly over Boise, Idaho, so that should be pretty cool. I haven't been there before. I think that might be it actually already. Yeah, I think that's Boise, Idaho. Alright, so Boise, Idaho, right over there below us. There's Boise International. And actually, I'm interested, what does the airport look like? 'Cause I've never seen Boise. 2 runways, 10 left, right, 28 left, right. Where's the terminal line? I can't see. Ah, okay. Okay, Southwest, Alaska, United American. Okay, the classic. What is that? Something in the engine? Can't be ice though, right? No, it can't be. Okay, so let's look up the CTAF, and we can actually go ahead and unpin most of these charts right here. We'll go ahead and set up on the chins 5. Let's take a look. So we're looking for the redirect. How are they landing in real life? Because remember there, you guys remember there was that one Delta flight that I was tracking. Delta 99066. Where is he right now? Oh, he actually just touched down. Literally like right now. Like right now, seconds ago, just touched down. Okay. Okay, so he actually has runway 34 left. It's a little shorter than 34 center. Okay, so what he's doing... Actually, hold on. Okay, we already flew way past Boise. There's the sun right there. Surprisingly, the sun has, like, not risen at all during our flight. Like, with that fast, it's not even rising. Well, somewhat. It's somewhat rising. So, interestingly enough, Delta 9966. So, first of all, he has 3-4 left. What is this? The mall visual? Ooh, okay. I don't know why anyone would ever do that. I don't know why Seattle would ever allow anyone to do that. 3-4 left. This one. So he has from here. Okay, so since he arrived on 3-4 left, what he did, he's actually landed right here. Jackson Echo Tango Julie. He's sitting right here, like right now, waiting to cross. He's crossing right now. He's probably gonna go Hotel Bravo down to the gate. And I would like to see where he goes. Okay, so he's holding short of 3-4 right on Hotel right now, waiting for departing traffic. Now he's gonna cross. Alright, so my question, we can land on both. 3-4 center. Okay, you know what? We're gonna switch to 3-4 left. Runway's actually very short. This is like Chicago Midway type length. We're gonna switch to 3-4 left. So course is still the same. 110.75 is the radio thing. 110.75. 110.75. Alright, we're about halfway through our flight right now. Passing by Ontario. And this is actually... Ontario is actually Oregon already. Believe it or not. Somewhere down here. There's Ontario. Yeah, everywhere west of this river, that's actually Oregon. Okay, because this is west right now. We're facing west. That's south. So this is like southwest directly. This is all this right here is actually Oregon already. Ooh, it's like a valley down there. I wonder what that is. Let's take a look. That over there is... That is Cascade. There's a lake down there. Cascade, so the lake's like producing all the vapor. Very interesting. A bit of turbulence, seatbelts coming on. For a few seconds here. Make sure that, you know, we're free of the winds. There we go, yeah, I was about to switch them back off. Yeah, that's exactly why I don't switch them off. I'm gonna pop the seatbelts on. I'm going through a little bit of bumpy air. For a little bit here, it won't be long. But we'll keep them on for a few more minutes until we're out of here. And even after turbulence ends, we'll keep them on for about a minute or two just to be safe. So I think we'll be starting our descent. We'll be starting our descent in about, give or take about 20 minutes. So whatever you're going to have to do it now. Because once we start descent, we will not be turning that seatbelt sign off and the lavatories will be closed. So if you have any business to take care of, go ahead and do that now. And enjoy the rest of your flight. I like pilots that talk to the passengers a lot. And those seatbelts are going to stay on for a little bit. Yeah, there's like nobody up north here. It's only like me. Yeah, the closest aircraft to me right now is probably in Portland. Portland is a far, far away place. Are we done with the turbulence? Yeah, we are. All done with the turbulence, like we said, about 15-20 minutes to be started descent. And once the seatbelt signs come on, they will stay on permanently for the rest of the flight. So just enjoy whatever you have, whatever time you have left, whatever you take, you know, for your flight. And you know what? That's very funny. This is the one day out of the past 5 days that they are departing and landing north. The one day is today. Okay, so the gates that we're looking to park at. So there's a few gates that Alaska has. So first of all, they have an entire ramp to themselves, north terminal satellite. And then Delta 7th or Delta 11 are American gates, I believe. These four are 7-3 gates. And I think this is for regional flights. So we're probably going to take a gate up at the November terminal. Preferably, probably somewhere, hold on. Okay, when an aircraft is on center, green, or other orange or blue tax lines, no other aircraft can simultaneously use the adjacent tax lines. Center tax line restricted to aircraft with wingspan of 135 feet, and an orange and blue taxi lines are restricted to aircraft with wingspan of 118 or less. Two aircraft can simultaneously use the outer tax lines. Okay, is there a flow of traffic? My question is there like a centralized flow of traffic that everybody follows? I just got flashbang on my phone. Evan, what's up, man? Back in school finally, or 7:31? You're probably going to school right now, right? Yeah, we're just about to start our descent into Seattle. It's been a pretty uneventful flight. Aside from the fact that we hand flew this departure. Dude, this departure was so sick. Where is it? Here we go. We hand flew her out all the way like up to this point right here. Or something, somewhere here. And that was a lot of fun. And from here, again, it's just been pretty uneventful. I don't know why it's like going off the line. going direct to to Pendleton. And from there, listen, Evan, the one day that they're landing north is today, because we don't get to go on an approach by Seattle when we're arriving. We don't get to approach right over downtown Seattle because they're landing north. And then when we flew out of Seattle, they're departing south. So we don't even get to depart over Seattle either. So stupid. We'll be back here eventually. We're going to be doing a lot of Seattle operations now since I got the scenery. Like San Fran. If I get Portland, we can be doing like Portland, Seattle shuttle flights. What the frick is that? And then... No, I think Minneapolis is too far. I do have a Salt Lake City to Minneapolis flight that I could do for a stream, but that's like really, really long. That's longer than Chicago Fort Lauderdale. Well, actually no, I've done Chicago to Cancun before. And that's about the same as like Chicago Salt Lake City. I don't know, I guess we'll have to see. Either way, the mountains are starting to come up. Starting to get a little more mountains here. We'll especially have more once we cross into Washington, because Washington State is like a really... This is a town called Walla Walla. Walla, Walla. I want to go there. Walla Walla Regional Airport. That's fun. We could do... Oh, you know what? We could do like a stream with the CRJ, like Walla Walla to Seattle. That could be a bit of a funny. Could be a funny one. Nah, bro, I graduated. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot about that, man. I am sorry. I forgot about that shit. My bad. Oops. Oh, well, so what are you up to now then? You're going off to college or somewhere, or just laying it low for a year? I know a lot of people have like a break. Oh, beautiful. Hey, Mom. Mind. Okay, my package is finally out for delivery. I ordered a Chicago Bears jersey for my birthday. And my birthday's still like a month away. But, you know, never too early to order. And it says it's out for delivery. Like, it's been like bouncing. It went to Lockport, it went to Mount Prospect, then to Lockport, like from one side of Chicago to the other side, then to the middle, then back outside, and now it's finally out for delivery. I just got a text about it. Beautiful. Very, very, very good to know. Why is the distribution center in Romeoville? Oh my gosh, why is it so far? It better be going straight to my house, because if Romeoville is like a good 30-45 minute drive. If they have more than one stop, that's so annoying. Unlike trade school, but I'm laying low for a couple of months, and I just had an interview for a few days ago at Chipotle. I should hear back. Dude, I wanted to work at Chipotle, but I don't know. They never responded. No, they denied my application. There's still, like, I'm still acquainted with my local Chipotle, with the owner, and he keeps saying, like, you should join our team, but I got a job at a family-owned place, dude. I'm being paid in cash. I've got such a flexible schedule, like, it's so nice. I get free food, I can take home food. I work 5 hours a day for 2 days, more if they need me to. Like, okay, I'll get a job at the pool, because I know they definitely need, work there next year. And then, when I turn 18 next September, 18, I'm gonna probably go work at the airport if they hire me, hopefully. That would be a lot of fun, like a ground handling agent. Dude, if I do, I'm gonna record everything I do on YouTube. It's gonna be like a huge thing. What trade are you looking into? Because I think I was gonna look into HVAC. It's always good, like in aviation, to have like a backup degree, like in case you don't like pass a physical or something where you can't fly and you can't make any more money. So HVAC was like the fastest that I was aware of, and like the easiest to learn. So that's the one that I was looking at. So here's the river we cross into Washington State, and you can already see there's quite a lot of mountains there, quite a lot of mountains on the horizon. Isha. Okay, never mind. I thought I heard my cat was inside, like meowing or something. Ah, there you are. Little baby. I thought I heard her. Alright, she's gonna do her business real quick. So I'm not gonna stare at her. I'm not like creep. And on our right hand side is Walla Walla. Where is actually Walla Walla? Right there. There's Walla Walla. Somewhere over here. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I can follow the rivers. Hold on. From here, goes up like that, and down. Okay, so it's really like over here. Alright, they're still departing north. One of my friends is doing electrician now. He's already has an electrician job while he's doing school. Yeah, so I actually heard like one of the best ways that you can learn is actually to get hired, and you'll learn on the job. That's what I've heard is the best thing to do. All right, let's do some calculations, shall we? So at Chins 5, here we are. The Pendleton VOR. We have capacitor here, but this is not to scale, so. We're looking at top of the descent. We're going to go down to 12,000 feet. And then over here is 12,000 at Auburn. Cross at and maintain at Auburn. Wait, what? Okay, here we go. Turbojets landing south. So we're getting vectored from hump. Got it. Okay. What is this then? Oh, props and turboprops. Maintain 10,000 turbojets. Landing. 32 left. Where's that? Oh, Boeing field. Okay. And then. All others landing north. Okay, so turbojets landing south. And okay, hold on. I'm so confused. Turbojets landing south at or below 15,000. So we're not landing south. We're landing north. And then turbojets landing south 12,000. So what if we're landing north? Is there anything about landing north here? North. So depart Auburn at 250 for vector to final approach course. What is the... What's the intercept altitude for, say, Jolin? Jolin's at 2,400. Oh, we're gonna have to like really descend. Okay, and so this is where we look up. What do they do in real life, huh? What do they do in real life? We gotta look this up fast because we're approaching the top of this sentence. Okay, so we gotta look him up on Flight Aware. I can't believe I'm actually freaking using. Okay, Delta 9966. Here we are. Okay, let me move this over so we can see exactly what is going on. So the seatbelts are gonna come on. Oh, they are on. Okay. So we're gonna start the descent into Seattle in a few moments. The seatbelts are gonna stay on for the rest of the flight. Flight attendants will pass through the cabin. If we have anything to discard, go ahead and do that. Lavatories will be now officially closed for the remainder of the flight. Thank you for choosing Alaska. Will be down on the ground in 35 or so minutes. Thank you. I almost ran out of breath there. All right, let's take a look-see, shall we? You guys see this? Oh yeah, we do. All right, so they did have the chins 5. Oh, there we go. So my question is right here. Oh, I gotta do this one. So they probably broke up at Hump, right? I would imagine they broke off at Hump and just got vectored, right? So Hump, if we look at like this chain of rivers here, we can probably track it. There's stop and ascent. And here we go. Down to 12,000. So what do they cross Hump at? That's my question. Okay, first look. Okay, hold on. We gotta make sure it is Hump. So let's look over here. Is it like a different map? Okay, here's the chain of rivers right here. So... okay, hold on. What if we do this? What if we go here? Oh yeah, okay, this will work. I'm gonna unlock our position, go over here. A Hump. Chain of... where's Hump? Alright, well that doesn't work. So Hump, yeah, so okay, so on Hump we're going back to Josta. Got it. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Okay, arrival. So Seattle is 3008. Oh, there we go. 30.08 for the Seattle altimeter. 295. Sync up the heading. Zoom in here. Well, we gotta way zoom in here. We can actually just bring this one over here. So yeah, confirmed at Hump. We're gonna fly direct to Josta. Sydney Sweeney has great genes. I don't know. I just saw that ad pop up on my screen on the Flight Aware thing. Okay, so if we look over here, where is it telling us 12,000? It's at Ratty, right? Interesting. So at Ratty, hold on, Chins 5, yes. Chins 5 for Seattle. Where is Ratty? Okay, Ratty 12. Okay. Here we go. So this only applies to the south landing. So turboprops, that's not us. Turbo just landing Boeing field, not us. And landing whatever the trick this is. I don't know. It's not us either. Oh, Renton. All others. So for Seattle, landing south, not us. Landing north at 250 at Ratty. At cross at and maintain 12,000. Got it. And then from Ratty or from Hump, depends. From Ratty or from Hump, we'll fly direct to, I believe, either Josta or Jalen at that point. Depends on what it's closest. So what I'm trying to say is, if Hump is like right here, and we say direct to Josta, we're gonna end up flying back down south a little bit. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna go straight to Jalen. Shallon is at 2400. The altimeter, sorry, the Barrow is 579er. Let's set that up. 579er. I have a mouse whose scroll wheel unlocked and just rolls like that. I can have it like this, or I can have it like this. Very smooth. It was my brother's mouse. He bought it for 70 bucks. I bought it from him for like 20 bucks. I want to steal. Alright. Whoa. I mean, look at these frames. Okay, you guys don't even see. I have 144 hertz. I had a 165, 144 hertz monitor. All these frames with frame generation look absolutely amazing. Where are the mountains actually, by the way? Okay, here they are. Ooh, okay, so let's figure out what all of this is right here, huh? So I believe that right there is Mount St. Helens. Yes, it is. So Mount St. Helens, Mount Adams, Gilbert Peak, and of course the infamous Mount Rainier right here, the tall ass Mount Rainier. And actually, I think we're gonna like spin like just barely around it. Those mountains back there. So actually, past here, you guys see how it's like a plane? That's all Seattle right there. Although everywhere past over there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is actually already Canada. No, I don't think so. I don't think it is. Maybe Smoky Point, Mount Vernon. Nah, there's no way that's Canada already. We can't see that far. I can't see that far. Although you never know. That might actually be Vancouver and Aberystwyth. I guess we will never know. I can't get enough of these frames. Okay, so we're looking at Yakima, then a Ratty. Okay, I'll know exactly what we do right now. So if we go over here, and we circle up at Ratty, center up at Ratty, we can fly direct to Jalen. What's that one? To Josta from Ratty. Actually, we can do it from Hump as well. And those should be straight. So you know what? We're gonna go straight from Hump. We'll draw out the center line. Okay, problem solved. We know exactly what we're doing now. Absolutely amazing. We'll zoom out we'll zoom out to about 80 or so. Oh, this is gonna be so cool, flying through these mountains. Mount Adams, Mount St. Helens, Mount Hood. That's Mount Hood over there, and a lot of mountains. There's a lot of mountains and volcanoes everywhere here. Can't believe that thing is a volcano over there. Okay, and of course Mount Rainier. Absolutely. I want to go to Seattle so bad, just to see these mountains. That would be so freaking cool. So we were supposed to be hour 43 airtime. We're only about hour 16. That's very nice. And then 2 hours 11 gate to gate. We're about 2 hours 17. We're about hour 27 right now. We're making very good time, actually. There's no way we're not down on the ground in 30 minutes. Come on, we're at 24,000. Actually, maybe. We're at 24,000. Alright, so looking at the charts for the runway. So, let's do this step by step. So the runway, 579. The approach, 141 at flaps 40. Affirm. I used to live in Seattle when I was little. So you've been in Seattle, Boston, and San Diego. So, which one is it? I'm so curious. I just want to know. Man. Alright, so... yeah, we're just doing the ILS. Around 07 to 09. Oh, okay, so like... okay, so you were like a baby. Alright, so was it like Seattle, Boston, San Diego? Or has it only been Seattle, San Diego? It's just that you have family, most of your family's in Boston. I mean, I would imagine you guys are in San Diego because your parents have work, right? Somewhere like that. That's usually the biggest reason why people move away from their family. Okay, 579. 110.75 on both sides and active. 344 the course, and confirm that all on here. 110.75, 344 the course, runway 35 left. Yes. Okay, so we're all set on that. Our go-around altitude is at 3,000 on heading 300. No, I didn't live in Boston. My dad's from there and his family. Okay, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. Although, that's... interesting. So, along with being a Boston fan, with everything, with sports and stuff, do you also have, like, a soft spot for Seattle teams, like the Seahawks or the Mariners or the Kraken, all that kind of stuff? Do you still have a, like, sympathy for that? For example, when I started watching football, I was a Minnesota Vikings fan for, like, 2 years, until that one year that they won 7-10 on Kirk Cousins last year. Not last year, but the year before that. And then I switched to Bears because it's my hometown. And come on, like, how can you not love the Chicago Bears? Like, it's such a cool and dominant name, you know, Chicago Bears.
Please welcome to the field your Chicago Bears. Your champions of the NFC. Your Chicago Bears.
I don't know, you know? Ooh, I could be like a public address announcer at these games, man. Oh, that's cool.
The champions of the AFC, your Buffalo Bills. And the champions of the NFC, your Chicago Bears.
Bear down, Chicago Bears. Let every play lead the way for victory. You know? No, not really. I mean, I don't hate the teams in Seattle, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan. Yeah, kind of the same here. I mean, Minnesota, yeah, I think it's kind of worn off. Like, I'll still, like, I'm not gonna be a fan of them, but I like keep track. You keep up with the teams, if that makes sense. I've just been a Red Sox, Pats, Celtics, Bruins because of my dad. Yeah, and I think Boston was like really up in the 2010s. Actually, a lot of the teams were up in the 2010s. Chicago teams were really good in there. I mean, Blackhawks won 3 of them. Cubs won a few of them. Cubs won 1 of them. Bears were really good during that time. Boston, I mean, 2011, 2013, 2019. I'm really happy we beat these guys in 2013. I mean, you don't even have to say anything about the Patriots. Just say the word, it brings goosebumps. Celtics, I think Celtics were the only ones that had a hard time. Basketball, I don't know if they were actually any good. Chicago Bulls also didn't win anything, but they were also good, like early 2010s. I know that 100%. And I think the White Sox were coming off of a 2006 World Series win as well. Alright, we can go ahead and punch standard here. So we said at hump, we're going to fly direct to Shast. And then, they say here's the
out.
Okay, hold on. Let me try.
Here's the outfielder. Okay, hold on. Here's the outfielder, Masataka Yoshida.
Is that how you pronounce his name? I think hold on. I see who this is. Dude, the Cubs, I don't know what happened, but we like destroyed the Brewers. Oh my gosh, we did that. I think, are we back? Are the Cubs back finally? From their weird month of August / July? I mean, look what happened. Oh my gosh, like dude, those last 3 games were like fire. They were like magic and Wrigley. We had the really cool entrance with Gasolina playing in the background for Halanera in the 8th or 9th inning of, I believe this was Wednesday's game. Yeah, Wednesday's game. Alright, so we didn't do performance yet. Hold on, we gotta do that. So, landing dispatch, we're taking 3-1 left. 40. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how that voice sounds, so I gotta like rewatch myself. Because I sound a lot different in recordings than what I do now. We're at 141, so we're gonna do +2. There we go. Yeah, bro, I just remember when the announcer said his name of the game. So funny.
Here's the outfielder, Masataki Yoshida.
I don't know. I still don't know how he does it, man. I gotta. Oh, I've learned back a lot of the words from Blackhawks games.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the United Center, where all are welcome and where we all stand united. Tonight's game features the Seattle Kraken and your Chicago Blackhawks. You know, I've got the guys. It's like the one guy for like 20 years, some old Asian guy or something with white hair. Look him up. He's a really good guy. I still don't know his name. I don't know. He has like a really good voice, and I've been like practicing on my way to work. Like, if I were to replace him, what would I make myself sound like? I don't know. I just play around with my voice a lot. Yeah, we're going 141. 141 or 140? 140, my bad. So plus 140, and then the runway goes like this. So the runway is... I mean, we can exit either or, so we can like do half the runway, or we can just let it roll all the way out. That just depends on how we feel. We can do auto brake 3, let it roll out, or we can do auto brake max, and we'll do auto brake 3. We don't need to exit too early. 1, 2. Yeah, we'll do auto brake 3. We'll let it roll. No, 3. There we go. All right, then the final few things we just gotta figure out. The parking. Did we figure out parking? Okay, we're gonna take like any one of these gates right here. Probably like N3. We're gonna take like, let's take N13 or N15. We're gonna take N15. That's screw. I have no idea what we're taking. You know what? We'll taxi and we'll do like. Let's do November 6th. Why not? We're gonna go down to 4,000. Hello. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna take. Actually, hold on. I still can't seem to decide. So show Seattle, and they're still heading south. 3-4 left. Yeah, they're like everywhere over here. Okay, you know what? Final decision. So they're actually flowing like this. That's the official flow. We're gonna do... Okay, so we departed out of November 11th. So we're just gonna park back in... I can't decide. Let's just park in November... Is that 3? Yeah, we're gonna park November 3. Official. Go to star. Actually, not even star. We need to approach now. It should be popping up in this corner here at some point. And then we're gonna fly direct to Jost as soon as we can. Keep that heading synced. Should we go vertical speed? Because we gotta be at 4,000 by Jost right here. And then Jalen is doing its own thing, but that's fine. Any point right here. No ATC coming into Seattle, and there's actually nobody on the ground right now either. Oh, okay, one guy. One guy on the ground going to Minneapolis. He is still parked at a gate. It is a Delta flight 264. He is a Boeing. I can't see. Boeing 7. It's like A350-900 actually. Yeah, but we gotta watch our descent here. So we got. The squawk's correct, right? Yeah, 4130. I thought we had the wrong squawk this whole flight. Alright, we should be all ready for the intercept. So what we're gonna do is we're going to press direct Josta. 10,000 feet, lights can come on. There's Seattle already? Somewhere. Where is it? Come on. Uh-oh. Lag spike. Okay, downtown Seattle's over there. Seattle Field right here. Or the airfield. Seattle Field. The frick. I want to see this mountain. Yo, look at that.
Oh, we're actually lower than the mountain now. Yeah, let's look. It looks fire. Hold on. The mountain in the background. Honestly, something about like Alaska's liveries just looks really, really cool. I actually really like Alaska's livery. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. Let's try again. I like the Seattle airport, man. I actually flew through there quite a bit because I have two families members in North Idaho, and you have to access through Spokane. We just stop in Seattle. I think I saw that video of you landing on Alaska back in San Diego. Yeah, I've heard Seattle airport is actually the city is trash. The airport is good. I've actually heard that a lot. I've done it 240. Let's just make sure that we pick up the pace. 266 the heading. Pace should be picked up in a second. Yeah, because we're way below profile. There we go. Yeah, I really want to, honestly, like, okay, if I'm like, you know, ever on a break, like when I'm working for an airline and I have like a week-long break, dude, I'm just gonna fly like as many flights as I can just to visit as many airports as I can. Like I said, I'm probably gonna work for United. If I will be like in Chicago, I'll probably work for United because that's just like the best place to be right now. But if I don't, actually, maybe should I ask to be like, maybe I should be stationed like in Denver because that could be pretty cool. Because I could go to Chicago, I could go to Florida, I could go to Salt Lake, Seattle, San Diego. Maybe that's the answer. I don't know. Yeah, the dirt did turn to bad, but when I was there last September, it wasn't too bad, and I stayed downtown. All right, so Seattle again. In general, Seattle is not a bad area. This is actually Tacoma somewhere. This is Tacoma straight ahead. Right there. Yes, that's the harbor. So, yeah, this is literally like downtown Tacoma right here. All right, goodbye, Mount Rainier. I don't know. There's something about Alaska's livery. It just looks really, really cool. Maybe it's like the whole... Where's the airport? The Boeing field. Something about the colors. It's like very northern, if you know what I mean. Is the airfield right there? That is the airfield. Alright, airport is in sight at about... maybe 2 o'clock? We gotta really pick up the pace here. I'm gonna do this myself. Might as well go flaps 1, so we'll go flaps 1 speed. 1 second. Okay, actually looking at the profile, we're pretty close here, actually. I just need to speed us up. And why are we leveling off, huh? What the heck are we leveling off? Yeah, we gotta really... Alright. We're doing this ourselves then. Bring out the spoilers. We're going flaps 1. The approach is so cooked, I'm gonna have to drop gear early. And LNAV should turn us base to the runway. So I'm not looking at chat, my bad. Yeah, I think it's a green and blue combo plus a cool logo. I also like Alaska. Yeah, it's a very, very cool one. Alright, we're gonna go approach mode. We should have glide slope right here. There we go, there's glide slope. Alright. Surprisingly, I thought we were actually very, very high in profile. Go flaps 2. We're actually gonna go speed down all the way to 141. 140, my bad. Let's run. We're gonna go continuous. Why is the music still playing? I forgot about the music. My bad. All right, we're gonna get our flight recorder up. Flaps 5. Speed check. Flight recorder. Thank you very much. No ATC. So what is CTAP for Seattle? Oh, I zoomed way out. That's not Seattle. There's Seattle. That's not Seattle either. There's Seattle. CTAP 119.9er. 119.9er. 2500 speed check. Going flaps 10 and flaps 15 actually. Gear down. Yeah, this approach is so cooked, bro. We're coming in so freaking fast. Yeah, okay, hold on. We're gonna... Actually, no, we should be fine. Start the recording. This better look so fire right here. Yeah, this neighborhood is like on a hill. Alright, we're going flaps full. There's downtown Seattle coming into view. Lights are on, engine mode's continuous. Lights, PRA. Spoilers can actually be retracted already. We're gonna go and arm them. Auto brake, landing gear down, flaps, full green, gear green. We're all set. Look at that. Oh, that was... I thought we were cooked there for a second. I really did. Again, it's still upset that I can't land and that we can't approach over downtown Seattle. There's that one Delta aircraft that's taxiing out. It's the company 8350-900. Actually, should we just kill autopilot? We're about 3 miles out. Zoom in all the way, actually. Alright, go around altitude 3000 at 300. So 3000 at 300. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and kill autopilot nice and early. And remember, we're going, whatever this is, Juliet over here. This is what we're gonna do.
1000.
Check autopilot, my airplane. We're gonna go ahead and actually kill auto throttle as well. So it's fully my airplane. Let's land this thing. I love the Boeing so much. Stable. A little to the left, but we can fix that.
300. Approaching minimums.
Roger.
Minimums.
Continue. Is there a jack in the box down below?
200.
It's a pretty cool place to plane spot.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Yes, sir. There we go. Reverses, green, spoilers. Get her on center line. Guess we'll take Echo then. We can actually pop off the reverses now. Let the auto throttle take her all the way down. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Seattle. Wild approach. Stop that clock. Hour 37. We are 6 minutes early airtime. Wow. I did not think we could do that. I'm gonna recheck the spoilers. We'll bring those in. These lights can come in. Engine modes like that. We can flick this to this position. Flying Alaska, man, it's company traffic really A350. Someone's flying Alaska. Oh, is that what that means? Oops, my bad. Alright, we're gonna go flaps up. Dude, that was so fun. I gotta fly to Seattle more. All right, we're gonna taxi right here. Oh, sorry, we're gonna make a right-hand turn. I forgot that that's what it means. We'll come off of TRA and we'll pop the terrain bug off as well. All right, he's gonna be off on our left-hand side. He's going to Minneapolis, right? Yeah, Minneapolis. An A350 900. I don't know. It's just that whenever I hear ATC talking about like giving way, they always say give way to the company 320, even though it's not even like the correct airline. I don't know. I always hear that. All right, we're gonna stop that recording. Oh, that's smooth. That was smooth. Like I'm looking, I can see like I can see the line that we did. That's smooth. Like it was actually more unstable like over here where I started the recording when we were still dropping flaps and dropping our speed. Once the autopilot came off, it was very smooth all the way down. Very good to know. Forgot to bring the sounds up, my bad. Alright, we're gonna watch him. This is Julius, so we're gonna make a left here and cross. And Seattle traffic, Alaska 631 crossing runway 347. I wanna see him. Yo, that's sick. That is so fire. Okay, now we're not really centerline, but who the frick cares? I don't even know anymore. Nice landing. Thank you so much, man. That was actually a lot more fun for me. That was a really, really fun approach. Where's he at? There, goodbye. Oh, you're already leveled off. Dang. Alright, as soon as we cross, we're gonna keep it nice and slow here. Just because this is the runways. So, actually, hold on. We gotta take it off for a second. There we go. I think you can actually just mess with one of the courses and that's it. Right? Yeah, you only have to mess with one of them. Alright, then a left-hand turn here. We're gonna cross 34 right. And Seattle traffic, Alaska 631 clear, runway 34 center and crossing 34 right. I'm gonna give her a little juice coming into here. There we go, that's a good sound. Dude, the view of Mount Rainier in the background over there looks so cool. And then it's Alpha all the way down, or Bravo, this is Bravo. And we need November 3, so November 3. These lights come off. November 3. I know exactly where that is. We'll get the AP started up as well. This light can come off. For 18 knots. Dude, the replay on this is gonna be so good right now. Alright, hold on. We're looking for this little inlet here, and that's not this one, that's the next one. This is to the ramps right here. So we're looking for those ones over there. And since this is the ramp, we can go ahead and pop these taxi lights off actually already. Make that turn. That's a harsh turn. Everybody in the back just like everybody's like water just like slid off the tray table. Our flaps up, spoilers are disarmed. These lights are on. APU is actually up and ready already, which is very good. And we're looking for November 3. Yeah, I know the text is slipped over, but this is how they're taxing in real life right now. November 2, November 3. Here we go. I always like to pick the ones with like the most windows so you can see out of the terminal. So November 3, is it right here? Lights are off, so we're all good to turn in. I love the sound of the nose wheel scraping. Boris really did a good job with this backpack. Alright, let's slow her down here. Park and brake. Go APU, bleed, clock stops, seatbelts, and engine 1 and 2. Actually, we can go ahead and turn all these off. Alright, officially welcome to Seattle, everybody. But I feel like the sim sounds are kind of low. Nah, we're actually good. Alright, no. We're gonna set the chocks. Go ahead, unpin all these. Actually, I think they might have set them already. Yeah, they did. Set the chocks. We request the external power. And look at the time. So, hour 37. Hold on. Flight attendants to sign doors for arrival. Alright, hour 37 airtime. We were supposed to be hour 43. We're 6 minutes early airtime. And hour 54. We were supposed to be 2 hours 11. We are a good 15 minutes early into Seattle. What a flight. Oh, this is so fun. This is genuinely one of the most fun streams I've ever done. Probably the most fun stream. I think the packs should still be working. Although, actually, hold on. No, they turned the packs off. I'll just sit on. Yeah, this is how deboarding is. There we go. Bye-bye, everybody. Wow, these... Honestly, hold on. I want to see... Okay, MK Studios did an incredible job, especially, like, over here. Because if you're, like, looking out the window, in this area here, this looks absolutely incredible. Inside the terminal, don't even get me started inside the terminal. I see. I see why this game was so long. Because it doesn't have a good view. That's fine. We'll move it. We'll move our plane to like November 6th or something. Honestly, yeah, I think I'll just like push it to November 6th. That's interesting. It looks like O'Hare. Little curly thing that they have here. Yeah, I'll probably push the plane to either November 8th or November 6th. Okay, I'll push it to November 6th off stream. Very nice either way. And again, everything like happening back here is really, really cool. Alright, while we're waiting for deplaning, because they're already doing it, right? Yeah, I gotta fly in and out of Seattle a lot more because this was hella fun. Better not have gotten that in the picture. Nope, I'm okay. We can probably back up a little more. There we go. Oh yeah, that's really cool with the tram back there. Alright. While we're deplaning, how much more do we have? What stuff? We're gonna get the replay up and running. We're gonna end our flight first of all. So let's end off our Volanta flights. So there's nobody in Seattle. We're the only ones here. A very smooth approach. We're gonna disconnect from VATSIM. We're gonna end our Volanta flight. What was that landing? Tell me. 26! Oh my... That's the smoothest landing in channel history. That is the smoothest landing in channel history. Oh my gosh, man. That is insane. Wait, hold on. I wanna really... Okay, now I'm more excited to freaking see the replay. Now I really wanna see the replay. Okay, we're all done with passenger deboarding. How about the bag? The bags are almost done as well. I think they're mostly done over here. So as soon as the bags are done, we'll go ahead and pop on that replay. We get some music up for us. There we go. Just a little bit of music, just a little bit of background noise that's not just the aircraft. Just a little bit. There we go. If it plays an ad on me right now, I'm never gonna play music again. Actually, wait, probably shouldn't say that. Alright, 3008. Finally back. Gordon. I'm sorry, you just missed it, man. Dude, this was one of the most boring flights during cruise, but approach into Seattle was so fun. We had here. Wanna know something? We really wanna know something? Smoothest landing in channel history. Dude, we're gonna see the replay right now. I am so excited for the replay. Seattle, okay, it's bare empty right now, but it is so beautiful here. Downtown Seattle in the background. We're gonna fly here over and over again because I want to. Looks so cool here. Mount Rainier back there. And yeah, we're about to check out the replay. Yeah, so something I forgot to tell you. I do these kind of streams where I stream like really early in the morning, like 8 o'clock on Fridays, and even more so during the school year. I'm gonna be doing a lot of these early 8 o'clock in the morning Friday streams. The more into the school year we go. I should pop that off as well. Nah, you know what? We're actually gonna keep all this on because we're gonna go ahead and set up a preset for replay. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun for replay. We're gonna pop the seatbelts on just for now. Just come on. Deboarding complete. Nice. Bags are all done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna load up a panel state. I'll make the next one. You're all good, man. Don't feel the pressure to do so. Usually I make these streams very spontaneously, so you gotta like, if you're like a diehard person who really wants to catch every single stream, you gotta be like reloading YouTube every like hour or so, because I make up these streams on the spot. We're going flaps full. Let me bring out the sounds first of all. And just make sure that, by the way, we were like 15 minutes early into Seattle, like always. Wing light comes off. This is all. Yesterday I did actually a stream off. I actually did a flight off stream. I repositioned a Delta aircraft from San Francisco to Salt Lake City. I had a mechanical failure. I had to return to the gate. We departed at 7 minutes late, and we still made it 15 minutes early into Salt Lake City. That aircraft will eventually go to Minneapolis because that's where I need it to be. That's its home. So maybe I'll stream that one because I think it's a bit of a longer flight than San Francisco, Salt Lake City. Yeah, so it's a little longer, but maybe I'll stream that one because that's an Airbus though. That's fine. I'll still stream it. It's gonna be like a 2.5 hour flight, so I don't know what I'm gonna be doing during that time. Anyways, enough talking. Let's go ahead get Volants out of here. We gotta take a look at this negative 26 right here because that's our top priority right now. So let's replay this. Take a look what we had. Ah, shut up. All right, we're gonna go auto brake 3 and spoilers. All right, let's take a look at what all this excitement is about. Take a look at what all of this negative 26 is about. This is all like warehouse stuff. There's a really cool restaurant here that I took notice of, or whatever this is. They're Jersey Mike's? No, that's not Jersey Mike's. It's like a... Oh, shoot, it's a car dealership. Hold on, let me look that up. I gotta see this landing first. Negative 26? Let's take a look. Okay, that was not a negative 26, but that was still smooth. Take her back right over here. That was not a negative 26, but we'll take it. Still look pretty damn smooth. Go from this angle. Yeah, with Mount Rainier in the background. Oh, yeah. Okay, the reason I actually like Seattle is because it's like elevated like this. The entire airport's like on a hill. Flooded a little bit too early, but that's fine. We kept the holes, so here's the thing. Here's the one thing that I actually care about. I've actually learned. Okay, I learned. So we flare, and you hold it. You don't pitch down, don't pitch up. You just hold it. Let it come down by itself. I'm very, very pleased that I have actually learned that lesson because I've had to experience the consequences of that quite a few times.
Oh, terrain. Too low.
Right over here.
Terrain.
Take a look from back here real quickly. Yeah, beautiful Seattle. Yeah, it definitely would have been a lot more harder if it wasn't a simulator. It definitely would have been a lot more harder if it was not the sim. Anything good inside? Actually, okay, what was that one shop that I was talking about? The one on the way to the airport? What's it called? Okay, Sound Auto, Jim's Detail Shop. Okay. So, Sound Auto Care right there. Oh, that was it. And then that's Jim's Detail Shop. Okay. Take a look. Oh my god, this is my favorite approach in the world. This is my most favorite approach in the world from now on. Look at this, like it dips, the hill dips. That is so cool. Bring it back a little bit, right here. Take a look from this view. This is officially my most favorite approach in the world. Why can't I freaking speak, man? Actually, Seattle is one of my favorite airports now. It's so fun. Yeah, I think we definitely retarded the throttle a little early and might have flared a little bit too early too. But absolutely fine. We held the hold. We held the flare. That's all that matters. It turned out really, really good. We've got a few more replays and we'll end it off. Got this one, and then we're gonna do this one to end it off. Oh, that's gonna be so good. I gotta fix these camera views because they're a little too low. Look at the shadow of the aircraft approach. That's amazing. Yeah, I think I don't know why I opened the reverser so late. That's fine. We stopped. We had a very, very uneventful landing. Well, uneventful in the case of emergencies, but it was very, very good. Smooth. We'll bring it back for this one. We'll go pure sounds on this. Hear a sound. I'm gonna shut up. Okay, one more in this format and we'll end it off, right? We'll do from here. We'll actually do it on this side now. I gotta be somewhere, so we're gonna take it back. I mean, this is one of my favorite airports now. So, thank everybody for being here. Thank everybody for supporting. Everybody for joining up. Whoever joined up at any time. Gordon, Nave, everybody, Solely. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Just by really being here, it just keeps me going, man. No idea what we're gonna do next, so just be on the lookout. All right, I'll try to schedule it like a day ahead from now on, because yeah, I figured out I should probably give you guys like a good 24-hour notice or something, just to be safe, you know. But anyways, again, I have no idea what I'm gonna do next week. We're gonna keep doing Boeing. We'll probably not do Alaska anymore, because I think we've done enough in Alaska. We've done what, 3 of the last 4 flights were Alaska. Yeah, I think we gotta chill up. I think we gotta chill on the Alaska. So we'll figure something out. It's gonna be Boeing 100% because I don't like. Well, maybe we'll figure it out. Okay, we'll figure it all out. Thank everybody for being here. See you guys next time. Bye bye.